Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen. I'm Matt from MattsLPAdventures.
And I'm Eternal Unique. And
today's episode is pretty much the big doozy episode that I was worried about since
the beginning. Safari Zone!
The Safari Zone. And why I say it's the biggest doozy in this game is pretty much because, well, since we're doing a catch-em-all run, we have to catch every single Pokemon in the Safari Zone. And there are a ton, I mean a ton of Safari Pokemon. And not only that, you have to play it by their rules. And you'll understand later what I mean by that.
Basically, it's a chance of luck on who you get.
And whether or not you'll be able to catch them.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, it's just... This is like whenever I'm doing these types of runs, this is probably my least favorite part. And we're doing post-commentary, if you couldn't tell, because of I didn't know how we were going to edit this episode. Basically, since we have to go and catch all the Pokemon, we spent, what was it, good 4 hours?
Like almost 5 hours.
Like 4 or 5 hours trying to catch the Pokemon here. Pretty much the Safari Zone is this big area. It's split up into 4 sections. And each section has its own, like, encounter list. But there are a bunch of Pokemon that, there are in certain areas. Like, I just ran into Nidorino right here. Amber accidentally caught a Venonat that she just...
Hey, I like Venonat. I'll take a double.
Yeah. But, there's a bunch of Pokemon here that are only exclusive here that we have to catch. Now, the rules of the Safari Zone are pretty simple. You cannot use any of your Pokemon in the Safari Zone. You have only 4 options. You can either try your luck by throwing a Pokeball at it, and you only get 30 every time you go into the Safari Zone. And your game ends whenever you run out of Pokeballs. You could throw a rock at them and make the Pokemon mad at you, which increases the chance of that Pokemon running away from you, but it makes it easier for you to catch them. Or you could throw bait and have the Pokemon stick around for a while it's eating, but it becomes harder to catch that Pokemon. So pretty much you have to take your chance of whether or not you want to do that or not. And that's the kind of the rules of this game here. Amber ran into a Parasect here.
I made it angry because I threw a rock at it.
Yeah, you threw a rock at it and you were trying to make it angry. See, like, even the Parasect fled after that. Sometimes the Pokemon will flee after a certain number of turns if it gets mad at you for, like, throwing a rock at it or just throwing Pokeballs in general. Now, there's 2 ways you can make your Pokemon Safari game end. That's either taking 500 steps in the Safari grounds or using all 30 of your Pokeballs. And here's a Pokemon right here that is exclusive to this area. It's Execute. Execute. It's a bunch of egg Pokemon. It's a grass psychic type. This Pokemon, I think, is only available in this Safari Zone, if I remember correctly. But you're going to be seeing them pretty commonly. So they're not really hard to catch. We're not going to be running into the hard-to-catch Pokemon until the very end. And I'll put it this way, we had an easy time doing that, but later in the Safari game when we're trying to find that one Pokemon, it became very infuriating. Very, very infuriating. You have to come to the Safari Zone anyways, and you have to travel through the Safari Zone because you have to get two things in particular. The first is you have to reach the end of the Safari Zone before you run out of Pokeballs or take 500 steps. And your reward is an HM. I'm not going to tell you what HM it is, but you'll get a free HM that you need to progress the story even more. The other is a key item that you're going to need for a certain individual inside Fuchsia City, which will give you another HM that you need specifically.
So basically, you're getting 2 HMs.
Yeah, you're
here,
pretty much getting 2 free HMs here.
which is nice.
Yeah. Pick up the items if you guys see the items right here. There's a couple right there. I think Amber just missed one on her end, but I think I can grab it. But it's okay. A lot of these items that we're gonna probably pick up, and there's gonna be some that are probably going to be missed. I think one of us will get it. I don't know who, but one of us will get the items. So if you're playing along with us and you're trying to collect all the items, just watch. So we're not really going over the items. Yeah, that one was a TM right there.
Oh, I did miss it. Crap.
I'll have to go back and get it. That's okay though.
I forget where all the items are in this place.
There are I want to say 4 Pokemon. Was it 4 or 3?
So you got Execute, you got Parasite, you
Yeah.
got the other 2.
There are 3 Pokemon in particular that are pretty much the crowning jewels of rare Pokemon here in the Safari Zone. I think there's like 3 of them. The first one is Chansey. Chansey's probably the hardest, but one of the hardest Pokemon. That depends on how lucky you are. Chansey is the only way you can catch Chansey is here in the Safari Zone until I think after the game. I think there's another way after the game is done to catch Chansey. But this is the only way to catch Chanseys in the Safari Zone. And Chanseys are incredibly hard to catch using these rules of the Safari Zone. The other Pokemon is Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan, you saw Giovanni use one. And it is also very difficult to catch using these rules. And the last one is Tauros.
Oh my god, Tauros. I about pulled my hair out. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, Amber and I kind of had a little bit of a fun time trying to catch Tauros. Tauros is very hard to catch. These Pokemon that I just mentioned all have 1 to 4% chance of encountering in the Safari Zone. Now there is a trick to save on steps. If you're not going to the end to just, you know, get your HMs and stuff like that, which honestly I would
the Rhyhorns.
Yeah, the
too.
Rhyhorns are here too. I think Rhyhorns are here and somewhere else, but I can't remember. But yeah, Rhyhorns are here, so you might want to go ahead and grab a Rhyhorn.
If you can. Again, it's a game of luck.
Yeah, I think the Nidorino family is here. Execute's here, Doduo's here, Rhyhorns are here.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of Pokemon here. But yeah, if you're not trying to get the HM, trying to get to the very end, there's a trick to save on steps to make your Safari Zone game last a little bit longer. Oh, it has a Quick Claw.
Yeah.
Quick Claw is actually a good item to have because what it does is it allows a Pokemon to go first sometimes, ignoring the speed stat entirely. So, like, give it to a slow Pokemon, sometimes they'll go first.
It's kind of a cheat.
Yeah. But yeah, there's TM47 Steel Wing.
There's a lot of items.
Yeah, there's a lot of special items here. Did I say 500? I meant to say there's 600 steps. I just saw that just now. But yeah, there is a way you can save your steps, and that is just to stay in one spot and lightly tap on the D-pad to turn your character around without moving. And in order to do, when you do that, it counts it as a step. It counts it like you moving in the grass. So Pokemon will run into, you can run into Pokemon that way. So that's a good way you can save on steps if you're just trying to catch Pokemon in the Safari Zone instead of rather going and going get HMs. If you're just trying to catch Pokemon, that's like the best way to do it. Thing Amber doing right now, she's trying to fish for Pokemon. Yes, there are special Pokemon here in the Safari Zone you can catch that's via water. I can think of one Pokemon in particular, and this Pokemon we're going to be showing off here soon. And it's the only place you can catch it. Now, there's another way you can get this Pokemon, but we didn't do that back when we were there. I just figured it would be a little bit easier getting it here, but I was wrong. I was so very, very wrong. Oh my gosh, we had such a terrible time. Like, seriously, we started doing this live commentary. Like, at the beginning of this. And then...
5 hours later.
Like, an hour after that happened, and then we were just, like, tired of talking. And I just said, let's just do this post. I figured it'd be easier, and plus I needed to edit up the footage anyways. But, yeah, the Neat Arena... we both ran in the Neat Arena. I think we laughed about that in the recording, too.
Yeah. Well, it's always funny when you run into the same Pokemon.
Yeah. But, pretty much, here's the item that I was talking about. Gold teeth. Gold teeth is what you need to give to the warden in the Safari Warden in Fuchsia City. It says, please find the Safari Warden's lost gold teeth.
They were right there!
They're right there, right? They're around here somewhere. Offer a reward to contact the warden. Okay, so remember that's there, because you need to grab this in order to get a certain item to progress the game. And, I mean, you do need to get it in order to progress the game. You can't get it anymore. There is a TM right here, double team, and Amber just picked up the Steel Wing TM.
You're a little bit ahead of me.
I'm a little bit ahead of you. This is the end of the Safari Zone. If you come over here and you talk to this guy right here, he says, finally! You're the first person to reach the secret house.
Oh, God.
Although I made a campaign for a grand opening, I was getting worried that no one would win our campaign prize. Congratulations, you have won. We have received HMO3 from the guy. HMO3 is Surf. Pokemon will be able to ferry you across the water using it. And this HM isn't disposable, so you can use it over and over again. You're super lucky for winning this fabulous prize. This is a very important TM because this allows you to cross over the water. And you can only use this if you get the Fuchsia City Gym badge, which we just got last episode? No, 2 episodes ago.
It's been a while.
It's been a while since we recorded this. So, yeah, we got the Fuchsia City Gym badge not too long ago. So, now we can use Surf. And this is very important. This is actually a very good TM. I'm not even kidding by this. You know how most TMs are just like, I wish I could get them off? No, Surf's kind of one of those that's just like, I'm always keeping this on.
Yeah.
Because it's actually a really good move. It's like it's like 95 power. Yeah, 95 power with 100 accuracy. It's a really good move. Especially for a water type Pokemon. Amber's not even getting Surf. See,
I will.
And once you do that, you can talk to the water. It says the water's dyed blue, and now you can surf on the water. Wee wee!
Oh,
there's the Pokemon in question.
Dratini.
Dratini. The mythical, mythical dragon Pokemon. I'm gonna tell you right now, Dratini is one of the, there was another way we can catch Dratini.
No!
And it was by the Celadon Game Corner, but
it was too much.
We were already like addicted to the gambling already, and we already got like a bunch of coins anyways, and used it on Porygons and stuff. So we were just figured it would be a little bit easier in here to get it. Boy, was I wrong, and I know that for sure. Next playthrough I do try to do this, I'm just gonna go ahead and get it to Celadon City Corner. But yeah, Dratini is the Pokemon that in question that you need to fish for here. If you're trying to catch a Dratini, fill out your Pokédex. This is the only legit spot you can catch one. Now, what's this one right here? Max Revive. Max Revive is a really good item. It completely revives a Pokemon. Not, you know how Revives only just revive you halfway? Max Revive does it completely, and there's only like a finite number of those in the game. You can't buy those in stores. But yeah, there's a bunch of Pokemon in this place. There's Nidorino family, there's Doduos, there's Rhyhorns, there's what else? The Parasect family is here. Paris and Parasect are here. You can catch Venonat and its evolved form Venomoth, which we'll be showing off soon. Dratinis are here. And Kangaskhan, Chansey, Tauros are here. But there's also the version exclusive bug type Pokemon are here too. What do I mean by that? Scyther and Pincers are here too. In FireRed version, you can find a Scyther here. In LeafGreen version, you can find a Pinsir here. If you did not catch, if you did not get one of the Celadon Game Corner, this is how you would catch it. It's a little bit harder, but that's why I would really suggest getting him at the Celadon Game Corner. And as you guys saw, I ran out of steps, and thus my game ended.
Psyduck.
You ran into Psyduck. You hadn't even caught Psyduck yet either, so this was a perfect opportunity to do that.
Yeah. There's a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon here in this party, though. Like, you're gonna be making multiple trips, so just be in there for the long haul if you're trying to do what we're doing.
You might as well if you're gonna do a catch 'em all run.
Yeah, you crazy like us, doing catch 'em all runs.
Who are we again?
That's what we're supposed to do. Executes are here too. I forget about them. I was trying to name off all the Pokemon that are here. Executes are here too.
Finally got a Psyduck.
Finally. That's okay. I wouldn't waste any time. You probably saw these houses that are like all over the place. Don't bother going into them. Like, there's really nothing in there for you, and by the way, those steps,
Aww.
they do count when you're in the house.
Yeah.
So you're wasting steps going in there. I mean, like, you can talk to the NPCs, but they don't really have anything important to say, unless you're doing something I did when I was younger. When I was playing through this game, I was trying to fill up my fame checker. You guys remember the fame checker?
Oh, Jesus.
The fame checker is that item that our rival gave to us in Cerulean City. There are a couple NPCs here that'll talk about famous people like Koga and stuff like that. They're here if you want to fill out your fame checker. I really don't care about that. I did it one time. You don't get any reward for doing so it's not even a big deal to it. But yeah, this whole process of trying to complete the Pokédex is really stressful when you're trying to do the Safari Zone, especially because like, there's going to be multiple people ran into Venonat. They're both level 22,
funny.
and they're both male.
It's funny.
It was the exact same Venonat. But yeah, we spent a good 5 hours trying to catch all the Pokemon here. Like, this good, like, half of the video right now that you guys are watching, this was actually all in one good take, and we got a majority of the Pokemon right off the bat. It's just, after that, when you're looking for single Pokemon, it becomes difficult, rather difficult, and you're going to be spending hours trying to catch Pokemon, and your culprit isn't your steps at that point. Your culprit is running out of Pokeballs.
Yeah.
And like I said, it costs $500 to come in here every time you want to come in here. So be prepared. You're going to be coming in here, I want to say, about a grand total of at least 10 times if you're trying to do this. I would make a suggestion saying like it's going to take about 10 times. Now I caught Parasect just now, and Amber's you'll see jump cuts. Now, it seems like it's going all over the place now at this point, but I'm doing jump cuts so that way we can just go to the part where we're catching a Pokemon. You're catching Ronghorn right now, and you just caught it.
Yeah, because you literally don't want to have a 5-hour video.
I don't think you guys would rather want to watch a 5-hour video.
Pro tip, if you're recording this game, it's better just to cut where you catch them.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, yeah, we had to, it took 5 hours. I remember one night we stayed up until like...
It took us like 2 nights to do this.
It was ridiculous. I think you run into Pokemon here.
It took us 2 nights to do this because he had to go to work the next morning, and we literally had to stop like at midnight because he had to go to bed.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta go to bed. And then there's gonna be some good thing me and Amber are playing together because there were a couple times where we couldn't catch a certain Pokemon. And yet the other one ran into another one. So the other one caught a second Pokemon, and we just traded at the end. You'll see at the end of the video we we trade over some Pokemon because, like, I ran into, I think, 2 Kangaskhan, and then you ran into 2 Tauros.
Oh my god, that
Before I could even catch. Yeah, that Tauros gate was making me angry. At the end, it was making me angry like a Tauros.
No, seriously, like,
Gosh.
I think the hardest Pokemon we had in this run to catch in the Safari Zone
Now, here's
was
Chansey.
Tauros.
Oh my god. See, like, that's what I was talking about. I ran into Chansey right there.
Run away!
And it shook 3 times. After it shook the 3rd time and it popped out and ran away, I was mad. I was very mad. Amber just caught her Parasect just now.
So there's gonna be jump cuts everywhere.
Yeah.
Just a fair warning.
I'm gonna be the way I edited this is like we had a good solid run for like I want to say about the first 2 hours of this recording session, and later we just had to just do it in parts because I just couldn't catch it. You know, there's Venomoth. Venomoth is Venonat's, evolved form.
It's a good Pokemon.
It's a good Pokemon if you want a good poison bug type. I'm really surprised you managed to catch it with just throwing a Pokeball.
I know.
I was like, oh my god, you caught it! Venomoth is actually really hard to catch too.
Look how pretty it is.
I know, it is pretty.
I'd rather have Butterfree over Venomoth though.
Yeah.
That's just me though. You guys don't have to agree on that.
ATV. Nothing's too strong for all-terrain Venomoth. Okay, that little reference right there was to the Twitch Plays Pokemon Red version. I think I ran into Venomoth. Nothing's too strong for all-terrain Venomoth. See, look, you ran into Chansey.
Chansey was like, I think, probably the 2nd hardest for us.
Yeah, because I actually, by the end of everything, did you catch it here? You did catch it here. That's right, I forgot all that.
I got Chansey on the first try, I think.
Yeah, Amber caught Chansey first.
You were mad.
I was a little bit mad, and then I caught Venomoth. I was like, okay, alright, at least it makes up for something. that was something. I couldn't believe that. I was like, oh my god, Amber, you caught Chansey.
Oh yeah, that's another way. If you want to quit the Safari Zone early, like you want to go get more Pokeballs or something, you can actually hit the retire button and leave immediately.
Yeah, and you can start over if you want to have more. Yeah, Chansey is really hard to catch here, and if you catch one, props to you. I've always used the Chansey in my, like...
Look how cute it is.
I know, I like Chansey. Chansey's one of my favorite Pokemon to use in FireRed version.
Oh.
This is another Pokemon you can run
Dragonair.
into. Dragonair. This is Dratini's evolved form.
I ran into both of them.
You ran into both of them. I couldn't believe that.
You were mad at me that night.
You can run into Dragonairs here. These are 1% if you use the Super Rod. If you use the Super Rod, it's 1% chance of running into Dragonair. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, holy crap, you caught Dragonair!
Well, did I catch it?
I don't know if you caught it. It's been a while.
Well, we
since
ran into it.
We ran into it. Let's watch. I think you caught it. I don't know if you did or not.
I remember you being mad at me though because I ran into it.
No, it ran away. That's right. I forgot. I showed that footage to show that Dragonair is here. You can run into. See, look, there's Pinsir. You can run into Pinsir. I already caught this though.
Well, you caught a second one.
Yeah,
too,
try to catch another one. You can run into Dragonairs here. It is possible. Thing is though, I wasn't too. Me and Amber weren't too worried about running into Dragonair or catching Dragonair. The reason why is because, yeah, at this point it stopped being synced up footage, so we'll be showing each end individually. So we're gonna be showing Amber's footage for at first, because at this point it was.
This
just,
bothered you too, because I went around in circles on it.
Yeah, at this point we kind of stopped being synced up because it was getting like 2 hours footage. But yeah, the reason why we kind of stopped worrying about Dragonair is because the Dratini that we're seeing here, I'm going to be actually raising a Dratini for this playthrough. The main reason is because Dratini is the hardest Pokemon to evolve in the Pokedex. By far. Dratini is the hardest Pokemon to evolve fully. And I figured since we have to do it anyways for the Pokédex, I'm going to raise the Dratini, and I'm going to just trade over to Amber to get it on her Pokédex when it evolves into Dragonair. And then evolves into its final form.
Which you like its final form?
Yeah, I love its final form. It's my favorite, one of my favorite Pokemon, so. But yeah, Amber caught her Dratini here.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. And here's
Oh,
Tauros.
God.
Tauros.
Devil.
Devil in a...
Devil in a bull form.
Yeah. Tauros is hard to catch. I know it makes... The footage I'm showing you right now doesn't say otherwise. It's like, oh, you caught it real easy. Keep in mind, this is after 4 hours of looking for this thing. For 4 or 5 hours looking for this thing. And failing on multiple attempts with a Tauros. I'm only showing you the good takes because of the sake of time. And this video is already like 37 minutes long. But, oh my gosh, it took forever to find these things. And this is what made it really difficult. She found another Tauros. And I think this is where you caught another Tauros.
Yeah, I think this was my last catch. Well, I do remember Tauros was my last catch that night because that was the last Pokemon you needed at that point.
Yeah.
I was trying to help you find one because I'd already got one.
Yeah, at that point you were just helping me. So, Amber caught a second Tauros because I could not find one. In my footage, you won't see me catching a Tauros because I didn't end up catching one. I ran into many Tauros, but they kept running away from me. So, Amber was caught 2 Tauros before I could even catch one. So that way, we're just going to be trading those over later. Now, here's my footage. I think that was the last Pokemon you needed to catch.
Yeah, because we had caught everything else.
Yeah, because I caught...
You caught 2 Kangaskhan.
I caught 2 Kangaskhan to counter Amber's.
So it worked out.
It worked out perfectly. I caught 2 Kangaskhan.
And 2 Pinsons.
And 2 Pinsons.
And I think I caught a Scyther.
I don't know if you did. I think you didn't catch a Scyther because you already had a Scyther.
That's right.
Yeah, because...
It's been a while since we recorded this.
The Celadon City game corner kind of screwed up a lot of things with the Safari Zone. Because there's a lot of Pokemon you can catch in the Safari Zone that's also available in the Celadon corner. So, but yeah, I caught 2 Kangaskhan to counter Amber's 2 Tauros. So that way we could, trade. Make it a little bit easier. That's the good thing about playing together, and that was the whole point of Pokemon in general. To play together. To help the other version of your game out.
It was funny, too, because I was mad because I couldn't catch Kangaskhan, and you were mad because you couldn't catch Tauros.
I know.
And the last Pokemon I caught was Tauros.
I think this Kangaskhan was giving me really...
But it didn't run.
It didn't run. Surprisingly, it did not run for me. How long it's taking. See, because I threw the bait at it, it's becoming a little bit harder to catch. If I threw a rock at it, it would have been mad at me and probably ran away. But it would have been easier to catch a little bit. It's good thing I just caught it. I just started over again. No, it still popped out. See, it was watching carefully for many turns. I was like so surprised it took this long. I was like, holy crap, it's staying around. It is staying around. It liked me. I was like, holy crap, Kangaskhan. The thing is about Kangaskhan, it's always going to be a female Pokemon. I forgot to mention that because it'll make sense.
There you go.
Pokemon. Yeah. Caught Kangaskhan. Tauroses are always going to be males too. Because it makes sense because they're bulls. Bulls are males. So.
Life lessons here, kids.
Infant rarely ventures out of its mother's protective pouch until it's 3 years old.
Look how cute it is.
Kangaskhan.
Look how much it weighed though, 176 point something.
That's surprisingly light.
For a Kangaskhan though?
170 some odd Pokemon. Wow, that's surprisingly light. I thought it was going to be weighing a little bit more. And here's my Dratini. Like I said, I'm going to be using this Dratini. And it's going to be replacing my Pidgeot at this point. Because now that I got Pidgeot on my Pokedex, I can put it in the box. I can box it now. But yeah, the Dratini I'm going to be raising for this playthrough, so that way we can get that at least added to our Pokedex. Because honestly, later in the game, or later in our playthrough, there's going to be episodes of us just raising Pokemon and evolving them to add pages to the Pokedex. And I'm telling you right now, Dratini's the hardest one to do because there's Chansey.
The one that always gave you trouble.
The one that gave me trouble because I ran into so many Chanseys. It was not even funny anymore. I ran into so many. I was getting tired of seeing Chansey, and I was really kind of getting a little irritated because it popped out and just ran away every time.
Not this one, though.
Not this one. I finally caught it. I'm like, oh my god, I finally caught it! But yeah, Dratini is the hardest Pokemon to raise fully because it evolves into its second stage at level 30, and then it evolves into its last stage at level 55. That's very late game. So there we go. We finally caught Chansey.
But if you have a lot of patience, it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
I like the music in the Safari Zone.
Yeah, it's the evolution. There's the Kangaskhan. See, there was the second Kangaskhan. Luckily, it worked out in the end that both me and Amber could get them to caught the other ones that we were.
I remember it was getting late at this point, and I think this was another night when you had to go to work the next day. And I remember you saying, like, we may not be able to finish this. We may have to do 3 episodes of the Safari Zone.
Oh, I was saying that, but I wasn't thinking clearly. I was like, I've got the power of editing on my side. I can make it 1 episode. I know I can. I was like, we're not gonna spend an eternity here. I know there's other areas where we have spent an eternity, but I'm not gonna make the Safari Zone that. Even though we did spend probably the most time in the Safari Zone.
Oh yeah, because the Safari Zone is the biggest one for
catching Pokemon.
It is going to take the most time if you're trying to do a technique.
If you're trying to complete the Pokemon, it's nightmarish. I've actually tried. I think this is the first time I legitly caught every single Pokemon in the Safari Zone on the remake file. Because I did 100% the old game. The old game I did, my blue version back in the day, I did 100% the game, but with the Pokedex. So, yeah, but there we go. We finally caught after that. After catching all of them, we traded the ones we had a hard time getting.
Fucking Tauros!
Yeah, that was terrible. Oh my god. After 5 hours and many swears said, oh my goodness. We finally came back to this point and we're like, okay, for your Kangaskhan, I'll give you Venonat. Or something like that. I think I said something along that line. Oh my goodness. I like I said, this is the first time I actually legit 100% at the Safari Zone. And well, I don't know if you want to. Would you consider it 100%ing even though we traded the Pokemon we couldn't catch?
Well, I would consider it 100% because in the end we still got the Pokédex entry on it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean, a lot of people probably disagree with me on this, but in the end we did get every Pokemon that was in that zone.
Yeah, all the Pokemon that are in there.
Besides
Dragonair.
one.
I think Dragonair was the only one, but we're gonna get it later.
Yeah.
So I was like, But spending 5 hours in Safari Zone trying to catch it. But keep in mind, like, we caught all the easy ones. There was only like 3 Pokemon at the end we were looking for specifically.
Yeah.
It was bad. It was like we spent like 2 hours catching all the Pokemon that were kind of quote unquote easy. And then we spent another 3 finding like 3 Pokemon. That was the first trade. I think the second time we... Yeah, because we did pause, and as soon as you caught like the as soon as I caught the second Kangaskhan, we immediately went and traded.
Yeah.
And then if you caught the second Tauros, we immediately.
I was like, fuck this! I'm giving you Tauros right now. After all
I was
this.
like, I'll give you an Nidoran. There is actually sometimes, and I'm not. Both me and Amber both did this, where we were going through the Safari Zone. We were just going running. It became habit to go over to run away from the Pokemon at that point, where we were tapping A so much that, yeah, we were hitting the A button so much that we accidentally hit ball, and we threw Pokeballs at, like, Nidorans and stuff. We accidentally caught extra Nidorans and stuff like that. So, that's kind of what happened. So, that's how we ended up with, like, more Venonats and more Nidorans and stuff like that. We were like, oh my gosh, I did not do that.
Sorry.
But yeah, that's the story of our little adventure in the Safari Zone. It was rather difficult, but we managed to do it, and we managed to finish it up. Oh my goodness. Both me and Amber were pooped after that.
I was tired of Pokemon at that point.
Yeah, at that point we were. That's kind of what caused our long hiatus. Because that we had a lot of footage. Now, right here, I'm showing little goof ups of what happened. See, to kind of show you guys that it wasn't as easy as look at me. I have one Pokeball left, and I ran into Chansey. You really think I'm going to catch it at this point? I threw it, and then sure enough, pop. And then it says, you ran out of Safari Zone balls. Game over. I was so mad. I was like, that is the worst thing to ever happen. And then I think the same thing happened to you.
Yes,
here.
the same thing happened to me, I do believe.
Oh yeah, I ran into Kangaskhan. You're like, oh my gosh, I got one ball left. How does this happen?
I shouldn't have thrown bait at it. What I should have done is thrown a rock at it.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
it's like I have one ball left anyways.
One.
And then it popped out. And I'm like, you're out of Safari Balls. Game over. But the Kangaskhan's still there. I still have a shot. But yeah, that was pretty much that in a nutshell. So I hope you guys
Enjoyed our pain.
Enjoyed our pain so much for that. Next time we see each other in Pokemon FireRed and LeafGreen, we're going to be actually finishing up our stuff in Fuchsia, and then heading over to the next area that we need to go. So, I'm Matt from MattsLPAdventures.
And I'm Eternal Unique.
And we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.